The Fully Geeked.
Yes. Welcome everybody to episode 181 of the Fully Geeked Pod. We are back with effects.
Jesus.
And this week we have a
special but old
returning but new. Welcome back, Molly Ma!
Yeah.
Man's come back with like injuries, like he's been like this is an excuse why he hasn't been on the pod, innit? Go on, Marlon. Tell them the war stories. Get in the war stories, bro.
Years ago, it's been hard. Yeah, man, back though. What's happening, peeps?
So what happened to this arm? Why do you look like you're...
I ain't gonna lie, right? When this thing happened, for the first time in my life, I thought I could fly. For like 2 seconds, like I was in the air and then hit the ground, right?
Man, I really thought you're Superman.
Christopher Reeve style.
Finally, it's happening. But yeah, I am riding home from work the other day. Taxi driver just thought, let me open the door right at this second. Yeah, just went flying, man. Arm broken.
What's the compensation looking like?
Well, I don't know yet, but it's the case has started. So
yeah,
if I know one man that can claim, it's Marley Mars. Trust me.
Marley Mars looking sick.
Listen.
He's looking six figures.
Listen,
at least.
when it comes
six
to
figures minimum.
This is his speciality. I wouldn't be surprised if he looked for this. You know, rolling the streets of West London. Like, come on, please, so open the door.
Allegedly, don't be putting this out there. All of a sudden, they're gonna try and use this as evidence. Kel's gonna be the one that fucked up his check. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I have 5%, please? Thank you.
Vegas on.
Are you paying?
Yes, he just said that he's getting six figures.
Okay, then.
Right.
Vegas, it is.
Right. We'll go for our old 40s, because we've all hit 40. We'll go for that one. Do you know what I mean?
Come on.
I'm 35.
In what country?
And I'm not 40 yet. So, boy. But, man, how has the week been? How have you been going on? What has been going on? God, sorry. Oh, my God. It feels like it was just the other day we did the pod.
Oh, no. I was going to speak, you know. Yeah, Raver Tots, man. Brap. On Saturday.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was, isn't it? Raver Tots.
Yeah, Raver Tots.
Why you say brap like you was the one raving? It's called Tots.
I was raving, bro. Listen, it wasn't... Raver Tots is the front, innit? Yeah, but really and truly, it's for parents to rave, innit?
What, parents to feel like they're young and like rave with each other?
And what was the description you used of the parents? Sorry, I can't remember.
Just parents, innit? Like, get me? Anyway, so it's like parents that haven't been raving for like 20 years, yeah? Like, we're just raving up, bro. Raving up, like they never danced with.
Are you raving with your kids, though?
Yeah, you can put them on the floor, on the sofa and stuff, innit? But like, they're all different ages, they're just doing different things, innit? Riding little unicorns, painting, all that stuff. But
it's like a daytime thing, like a day rave.
Yeah. Like, and then it's like they happen all over the UK, innit? I'm promoting, that's the thing. But there's one in Essex. They've got reggae tots as well. Which is going to be...
They're not sponsoring us, but I will Google reggae tots.
No, but it's like, you know what? Almost like if you're going to go raving, innit? Yeah? And you think, no babysitters, just bring the kids in it. It's a day out, like 2 hours of fun.
So reggae tots is happening in Hoxton on the 16th of April.
Yeah.
12 till 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, that one's longer, actually.
I might reach to it, though.
Exactly, see? Feeling it.
I might reach that, you know. Yeah, take those that, yeah, man.
But you know how sad that is, though? That's deep, you know.
Oh, they're playing some tunes as well, you know. Okay. Like, I was expecting bare Pat Sharp, but they're playing some tunes, bro.
Oh, look, they've even got DJ Gesture, who is a 9-year-old DJ, playing his first ever live performance in front of a crowd, playing a blend of reggae and jungle.
Jungle, you know. What's he know about jungle?
Hold on. Does it say Ragga Twins?
Ragga Twins?
And the Ragga Twins going to be there.
What? What the fuck? It says Ragga Twins and Kenny Ken. What?
Yeah. Do you know that I used to teach one of the Ragga Twins' daughter?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They're cool though. They're cool.
This is mad, you know.
That's mad.
It was-
That's
it
what I'm
was-
saying,
This,
bro. They
this
started
is
early, you know.
this is new to me. This is new to
Bro,
me.
it was
I
like
know.
It's
everyone's
mad.
like, because I had to go to Portsmouth as well. I was like, oh, long. Like, do you know what I mean? But it was good, man. It was good.
It's a Sunday and I'll be back. I think it's the day I come back from holiday. After I come back from holiday.
Bro,
Okay.
rest your bones, bruv.
I don't
You
know.
what I mean?
To be fair though, to be fair,
when they his reggae, yeah, he loses it, bro.
I did, but you know it was like my kids ain't young, so I feel like I look like one of them old ones in the corner. Like it's gonna be my kids are gonna be too old for it. They're not gonna enjoy it.
The thing, because it's reggae tots as well, is it just gonna feel like? But I think it's outdoors, isn't it? For Oxford Square. So I think, is it just gonna feel like we're going to like a christening or something? Like we bring our kids along, but this probably felt like a rave, bruv, where I'm like having to walk over children, innit? Because it's just getting in the way. Like, it's bad,
Walk
bro.
over children. That's mad, you know.
And bro, the thing is, like,
Did you get any numbers?
what? Not get any numbers. What are you talking about? Anyway, like, it's like you walk in there straight away, and people just started raving. Like, there was no time wasted. It's like the doors open, dance floor's full up, and everyone's raving. That's how it's supposed to
What are
be.
you gonna do, Mel? If you see a little tot chirps your daughter, what do you do then? What do you do?
I don't know. But I don't know. It's a on the spot question.
Excuse me, can you get some, please? Can you get some? Yeah.
Well, you want me to buy some drinks? Yeah, some soda pop. Yeah,
We also Phantom Pop. Come. I'll buy you slushy. Don't watch nothing.
and alcohol there as well, you know, which is quite lovely.
Serious?
Yeah, but you got to behave responsibly. It says.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounded like an interesting weekend.
Yeah.
Anyone else do anything this weekend?
No, just BAU, bro. BAU, man.
BAU.
Business as usual.
Oh, okay. I think.
I don't know what the hell that meant, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
down with the kids.
It's a corporate term, man.
I was reading as bow.
Yeah.
Bow, you know, bow movements.
I wanted to know if that was on Netflix. I didn't watch it. Was I supposed to watch it for the pod? I was so confused.
Yeah, obviously, my was just watching the footy and stuff, and nothing really exciting. Man.
Okay.
Yeah, is that right when exciting?
Yeah. What did I do this weekend? I went. Yeah, to be fair, I went Clacton this weekend with the kids. That was nice. They saw their cousins and all the rest of it. It was nice living that caravan lifestyle. It was good, man. It was good. Yeah, they all had fun. It was nice. Spent a lot of money in the arcades.
As you do, both standard.
Do that thing. Do you know what I mean? Like they buy, they're the ones they get all the tokens, and then at the end of it, all they got was like a pair of like unbranded headphones and some pens and that.
Bare tokens. You're thinking, yeah, I want to get some sick prize.
I hate it. Like, I hate it so much.
They had some Marvel things. Like my Enge wanted one of the Marvel cups. That's all he wanted. But he needed like 1,100 tokens, and he got 500. And I was like, I ain't spending no more money on it. You know, like that. I already spent like 10 quid, and you got 500 tokens. Like, I might as well just buy the thing for you. Do you know what I mean? But that sounds like, because they weren't even enjoying the activities; they were just doing it to get tokens.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what they do. You know, I'll lie to you. When I went Isle of Wight one time, and I saw like there was a PlayStation 5 in one of those. Well, I swear I put about £8 in that machine. You know, like
standard, bro.
Win a PlayStation 5, which I never got.
So I'm saying, I was playing. Oh my god, Injustice. Is it Injustice?
What, the DC game?
Yeah, the DC game.
Yeah.
And then like you win. But you don't get to play the next game. Like, there's no continue. Like, you know, that I played it thinking it was gonna be like Street Fighter or whatever. You just keep on going until you finish.
Yeah.
Like, you after one game they give you a card. What do I want these cards for, though, bro? Like, I don't want the cards. Like, I want to play. Then I played. I played my nephew. I battered him, and then again I just got a card. And then I said, I'm not paying no money for this. This is long.
Arcades back in the days, one of those ones you was at the machine, yeah, and if you were lucky enough, you were there for like a good 3 hours straight, bro, just playing the game continuously. Like, none of this, like, to play more, that's £1.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was teeth, man.
Have they got like a card reader now?
Yeah.
Nice. Have they?
No, not the arcade, but everything else.
Arcade.
Everything else was on card.
Yeah, like the change machine as well.
Even the change machine's got a card reader. Everything.
I know the ones the kids are smart, and they're like, I got no money to change into that, but you can put your card on there.
They were telling me the most, man. The card can do everything. I'm like, all right, cool. And I was like, I ain't got my card. Yeah, but you have Apple Pay. I said, okay. Stay away from me, kids. But yeah, no, it's all good. All fun and games. But we do have a long pod to get on. Well, not a long pod, but we have a pod. So, first things first, we've got to start with what was the news of the weekend, and that was Mr. Gary Lineker. Mr. Gary Lineker, he made a comment on his personal Twitter profile that said he disagreed with the what do you call it? The regime that Britain were doing in terms of immigration, and how it reminded them of 1930s Germany. It was just a normal tweet. Then all of a sudden it blew up. The BBC, they told him that he was no longer going to present Match of the Day that weekend. And then followed Ian Wright, said, I'm not doing it. Alan Shearer said, I'm not doing it. Then everybody just said, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. And then there was no football. They cancelled Football Focus. They cancelled Final Score. They played Match of the Day. Match of the Day was for 20.
Final Score was ITV though, right?
No, BBC. BBC.
What's that?
So Final Score is like the one that comes on
Oh,
like
yeah.
4:45 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there. But that was cancelled. Match of the Day was cancelled. No, it wasn't cancelled. It had 20 minutes, no commentary, no talking, no nothing.
Or just the goals.
Just highlights with silence and just the crowd.
Mad.
It reminded me of like COVID football.
That's mad. I can't even imagine that, you know.
I actually watched it. It was funny, man.
It was horrible, bro. It was horrible, bro.
It felt so weird. Like I could imagine for you football guys, it must have been like, migraine inducing.
Horrible, bro. Horrible.
But like, so basically, what Gary Lineker was saying was basically like England's picking and choosing who they let on the shores in terms of, the Ukrainians can happily come along. There's no issues there. But anyone from Syria or anyone from some basically Middle East or African country it's a par. Do you know what I mean? So why are they discriminating about immigrants? Like they're all immigrants. Why are you discriminating now?
Pretty much.
I mean? Which I agree with. I agree with what he said.
And the thing is, I think a lot of people, like, it got to a stage where some people weren't even caring about what Gary Lineker said, whether they agreed or not. It was more about the way the BBC was moving, because they were moving like there was the mafia. Yeah. I have my own kind of thoughts, and maybe thoughts that I can share on the pod, but I may share after the pod. Yeah. But it was a little bit suspect why the BBC responded the way they did.
Well, we're discussing it, so share
You get me? What's all this crypto language, bro?
No, I'm not saying that. I just don't want to. I don't want everyone to be cancelled on behalf of me. But what it was more about is if you look
The
about
views
it.
of Nate Cato.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why you got to say that, because I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, okay, cool. What is it? Yeah, about 1930s Germany that got the BBC so triggered, or who were the people that it got triggered?
The government, yeah.
Yeah, the government. Yeah, that's right.
No, Nate. Who was it?
No, Rich said the government.
No, who do you think?
No, it doesn't matter who I think. I'm just saying.
No, exactly.
Read between the lines. You got to read between the lines.
No, but say it then, bro.
Now read between the lines. So, I think the BBC responded the way they did because it was said, and who gets upset when we talk about 1930s Germany?
The Germans. Or the Jew? Oh, okay, I get it now.
Sorry.
Yeah, I get it now.
So that's why I feel like, because realistically, the BBC are the same BBC that got Gary Lineker on his high horse when he's talking about all of the stuff that the Saudis are doing before the World Cup and
Thank
blah,
you.
blah,
And
blah,
they were fine
blah,
with
blah,
that, you
blah.
know.
They were fine with that.
And I hated that.
Yeah,
when them and Alex Scott all that cussing Qatar about what they do and about their human rights, I hated it. I'm like, you lot had all this time to complain about it. Now the World Cup's here and it's starting, you lot are now complaining about it. Like, what was the point of that? I hated it. But BBC backed it. No problem, no issues. Like, cool. Yeah, say what you want in it. Like, but when it turns on them now, no, or the powers that be, as Nate's you know, what I mean, applying, like it's straight. No, we can't do that. We can't do that.
And that's why I just felt it was a little bit wrong. But even on the different vibes, yeah, the way that the football kind of
world just got together, innit?
Just got together, it made me think to myself, why can you not do this when there's other things going on? Why could you not do when there's racism on the pitch? Why have you not said to all the black players, man them, rally up, put on your kit, go to the ground, just don't walk on the pitch?
Bro, I put a post in the group today. A racist, a guy that got caught being racist to a footballer. This is a 3-year ban from going to any football stadium. Oh wow. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's a massive punishment, that is.
Yeah,
I don't hear no solidarity like, oh, all right, guys, we don't agree with this. This is BS. Let's not play or whatever. Nothing. But when it's my friend Gary Lineker, everyone jumps on the ball. Like, I want to know if it was Ian Wright in that situation, would Gary Lineker back it? He won't back it.
Well,
He won't back it because he'll be like, boy, I got my career. Sorry, Ian. Do you know what I mean? He won't back it.
Like, that's what
maybe Alan Shearer would, because them man are tight. But Gary won't back it.
Someone said to me the other day,
you can't say that technically.
Bro, Gary would not back it, bro.
No, you can't say
why
that.
do you think you won't back it?
You can't say
that.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Because of his career. Gary holds his career so highly that he wouldn't jeopardize it for Ian Wright. He wouldn't.
And this is the question. The question is, someone said to me, they said, Ian Wright, he should have said to himself, you know what? It's my time to shine, bro. Ian Wright should have been on, hi, my name's Ian Wright, and I'm the presenter of Match Today. Raw.
You get me?
Like, straight. Raw. Just straight. Him one.
Don't think, that's what I mean. These guys, bro. You man in some la la land, you know. If you honestly think that Gary would have backed it, you man in some la la land. Honestly,
no, I'm not saying Gary would have and wouldn't have, but what I'm saying is we just don't know because the situation is not here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, I think it's easy to say that he wouldn't when you just don't know, really. You know what I mean?
All right.
I think it's more likely, but like you said, we don't know for definite. It's more likely, but I do think it just shows the power of the when people band together. And especially tomorrow being like National Strike Day, with everybody being on strike, and hopefully that they get the same kind of result as Gary did with this. I mean, he's even getting an apology. BBC even apologising to him, and he's going to be a match of the day this weekend with the FA Cup and the Premier League.
Like nothing happened, and I bet you behind closed door some pay rise. I bet you any money. He got his little 4% pay rise, Gary.
We're really sorry, Gary. We're really sorry.
It's good to see from a footballing perspective, but you know we're seeing it currently. The amount of strikes that's happening this week alone, it's been happening in workforces in general. Do you get what I mean? But from the footballing point of view, I think it's a good sign.
But this for me, it's not a good sign because how come you show it for this, and this is minor. This is a minor thing, but you show your all. Let's unite now. Let's show them that they haven't got the power. Let's unite now. But look about the amount of fuckery that's been going on in football. No one does nothing.
No, hold on. Just remember what happened with George Floyd and all that kind of stuff, and what brought in the knee and all that kind of stuff.
But that's what we're saying.
But Rich, okay, wait, Rich, okay. What's the knee now? When as soon as the players get down the knee, what do they say? Yeah, the players get on the knee to eradicate discrimination. It's not racism no more. It's discrimination against gays and this and that. They've changed it. They've changed the goalpost now. This is what I'm trying to say to you, bro. This is what they always do. This is what they always do. They cater for them, not for us. Whilst we are the victims, they make it about everything else that's going on.
Black Lives Matter soon became All Lives Matter.
That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. But when Gary Lineker gets sacked or whatever, the whole world cries about it and they all link up together and they bring him back and they apologize to him. Bro, this government's some effed up government, bro. I'm sick of it, man.
Yeah, no, I do think, like I said, for me, it was a reach from BBC. I think they over anticipated what they believed their power was. And the maddest thing is, I ain't really watch Match a Day anymore anyway. Like, why watch a Match a Day and at 5:45 or whatever it is, Sky Sports want to reveal all of the football goals anyway? You can go to YouTube. By the time Match a Day comes on, everything's already been discussed. Do you know what I mean?
No, obviously, but I ain't
No,
gonna lie.
no,
I watched the match of the day because it's match of the day in there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. We're holding, and that's what BBC are hoping, that we're still holding on to that kind of, it's match of the day.
To be honest, I go to AFTV to get all my info. Do you know what I mean? Like that's where I go to get everything. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like match of the day is one of those. You know what I mean? Like
It's
It's like
tradition.
it's a tradition like
tradition,
EastEnders, but
yeah.
eventually they all have to go, boy.
Oh, Mano, I'm sure you're quiet on this, Mano. This is your area. What go on, bro?
I'm enjoying the conversation, to be honest. I don't know anything about the Gary Lineker thing.
Oh,
That's what's going on, but
okay.
I like where the conversation's going. Like, don't pull no punches, bro. I like.
Yeah.
No, but so for me, like I said, but we move on from this. But Gary Lineker,
when Nate was trying to like not say who he's talking about, I kind of thought you got it. To be fair,
that's what I thought.
And then when you so
I didn't get it.
I thought you did. I thought you did.
But even I got it.
I thought he really wants us to get cancelled. The video has been taken down from YouTube for copyright issues. There's nothing copyrighted. It's been taken down. Guys, like I said, but football is the game that we love. It's a funny old game. And I would like to say that you can be 7 up one week and 0-1 the next.
They could be 1 cherry down.
One cherry down. Do you get me?
The cherries, boy. Everyone's like,
cherry drop.
Why are you not celebrating? Why are you not celebrating? It's only Bournemouth. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. It's only just Bournemouth, yeah. Okay, cool.
This is it. And I mean, I was listening to it on 5 Live because we was driving, coming back from football at the day on Saturday, and Bournemouth scored, and then the commentator was like, "No, Bournemouth fans shouldn't be celebrating. They've lost from like X amount of games if they've been leading, blah 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 blah." And I was sitting again saying, "Nah, man, you should celebrate because like they could do this."
Yeah, exactly.
And they did it. Then all my Liverpool friends, they went a missing. They went a missing.
Quiet for church mouse business.
Yeah, they went missing like their name was Marlon and it was back in the day. Bro. I didn't see from them or hear from them, bro.
Them jabs there, you know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nah, it's all good. But yeah, they did lose. Manchester United, after being beaten by 7, they then went 0-0.
Bro, what's wrong with Casemiro, bro? Why is he so... Bro, I didn't even know that before he came to Man United. He's never had a straight red card in his whole career. Never.
That's at 2.
And even that, you know what? Even that yellow card against Crystal Palace, that should have been a red card as well. You know, the game where he suspended for our game.
Yeah, the Premier League's too fast for him.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Premier League's too fast for him.
Yeah.
Arsenal, we won 3 against Fulham.
So first half, I was like, "What is this?" Like, because I was not shook at Fulham, but I knew Fulham having a good season, especially at home. So I was a bit wary of them. But bro, the way we just dominated the first half, and bro, our midfield just dominated the whole game. I was like,
ate them in pieces, bro.
I was like, what? This is too easy.
Yeah, Trossard was just doing just bossing the whole team.
Trossard with a hat trick of assists.
Yeah.
Hat trick of assists. Also, even though it's got nothing to do with anything, I just wanted to shout out MJ because his team won 11-1 on Saturday. And he scored 2 goals. So just big him up.
Big up NJ.
The other guy, Jude, he scored 9 goals. He scored a hat trick of hat tricks, bro.
No way.
Bro, out of this one.
Who signed him up?
No, bro. You know what it is? I felt really bad, yeah, because the other team, yeah, like they had a couple girls in their team, innit? Because like under 11s, yeah. But then they had like a girl keeper. And, you know, like I could see that she just wanted to cry and I just felt for her, like, and like the parents on the other side, they were giving it large. And then they were like, one parent, I don't know, bro, the dad turned around. He just turned around and didn't face the game. He just turned around.
No
but you know, yeah, bro. But obviously, like every time they did something, I cheered on their team as well, innit?
Yeah, you got.
You know, like
I do that as well.
Yeah, I do that as well. Like you got to try to cheer them on and like welcome. Oh, well done, well played. Shake hands and all of this. But like every time we scored, like obviously the rest of the parents were like, yeah, and I was like, You know, hold it down, hold it down, hold it down.
It's 10 now, bro. We don't have to celebrate no more.
That's what it was. And then when he scored the hat trick of hat tricks, we then put him back in defence, innit? It was like, you can't score no more goals. Go back in defence. Like, it's too much.
You're taking the mic now. You're taking the mic.
When it doesn't become football anymore, boy.
That's what it was. And bruv, before we turn on the pod, that was Erling Haaland today in the Champions League, bruv. Yeah,
monster, man. Absolutely.
He scored 5 goals, bro. 5 goals against Red Bull Leipzig, who are actually flying in the Bundesliga.
Boy, listen, they just tore them apart. It's ridiculous.
I do hope that Man City go as far as they can in the Champions League, and they just concentrate on that and allow the league, to be honest.
No, man. Listen, I don't want to win the league and then there'll be excuses.
No. As in, they're still playing. They're still going to play for it. But what I'm trying to say is, I reckon I want it to get to like the last couple games, and they're like, "What do we do?" Like, you know, like it's semi-finals, and then they got a big game on the weekend. What basket do we put our eggs in? Do you get me?
But they got big squad anyway, man. So it's not skin off their nose, to be honest.
Potentially. But I would like to also see them in the Super Cup final next year, like next autumn against Arsenal after we win the Europa League. Let's make it happen.
Come on.
Let's go to Europe. All right, guys. Monday night we had is it the final award ceremony of the season? Hopefully, which was the Oscars. The Oscars. I'd love to say I stayed up awake to watch it. I didn't. I pressed record on Sky Q though. So is there lined up?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't remember the last time I watched any award show. You know, I can't remember the last time.
Yeah, that's a bit much. But we had the Oscars. Jimmy Kimmel. Did I say his name right?
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel hosted. Yeah, and obviously it's a year since the Great Slap. The slap that was, whatever. I don't know what we're calling it. Yeah, but we had Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, how old is that film? That film was so old to me, and it's still winning up awards.
It's last year.
Yeah, so last year or the year before?
No, last year, because it came out when Doctor Strange came out. Because remember,
but I still won awards when it came out, like Bear Awards as well.
Oh yeah, like leading up to it.
Yeah. So I thought I don't know.
But not. It came out after the Oscars and that. Because remember, it came out when Doctor Strange came out, because I started comparing the multiverses.
Oh yeah.
Remember, I went and watched it in the cinema. None of you had watched it, and I think you lot watched it later on.
Sure.
Yeah, it did come out last year. Yeah, it did come out.
No, I'm just saying in comparison, because remember, I was hyping it, but you lot weren't really on. I think you were whatever, innit?
No. I watched it.
I just never had a chance to see it.
You know, because the copy was so clear. Remember, I don't know if you remember, Rich. It was like 4K quality. We were like, right, it's just come out. It's just come out this week.
Yeah, that was a good film, man.
You know, but I don't. You know what? It was good. It was a good film, but that man had gone on like some next level. I didn't think it was that special. I don't think it was that special. The way they're ranting and raving about it, I don't. Maybe it's the Asian time to get their recognition, which I understand, no doubt. But I just don't think.
Did you say the Asian time?
No, because they cleaned up this. They cleaned up this year. They cleaned up. You know what I mean? So, but you know what? Yeah, this is a quick one. I thought, why does my man sound like he's fresh off the boat? The what's his name? The Goonies kid.
Well, you shouldn't.
I thought he was born and raised in America. Do you know what I mean? But when he was chatting on his award thing, it's like he's just off the boat.
No, he wasn't. He's got an accent in general when he was young, when he was 10 years old.
Yeah, but I thought
Ki Kwan, isn't it? Ki Kwan.
Yeah, I thought he put it on.
But you thought that's like 30 years ago. Come on, you must.
Yeah, you know what?
I thought he would have, like, you know what I mean?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe if he's been living in America all this time, or because he hadn't been acting for a very long time, you know. So, you know, like he might have just been around his own people. Might just, you know, like when you're just around people, and you might just, your accent might just sort of stay the same. Sort of, I don't know. Like maybe.
Yeah, no. It just threw me as a
he was born in South Vietnam.
Yeah, but he came when he was really young, though, isn't it? It's like a. I don't know if it was when he was doing his speech. I think he was saying he was a refugee or something.
Because he was also in Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
Was that first? Was that the first film done?
The
Yeah,
first
Indiana
one.
Jones.
Yeah. Because he's younger in that.
Yeah, and then he did Goonies.
Yeah. No, they smashed. No, the Oscars, they smashed it, and it felt like it kind of went back to formula. It wasn't as crazy as they've been like in more the recent years. Like when do you know, I was watching the Ricky Gervais one, isn't it? Last one.
Yeah.
And I was watching it yesterday, and I was watching it from behind the door, bro, because I thought this guy's. I remember watching it at the time. I'm like, no, this guy is just went in deep, you know that. Just everyone, isn't it? But this felt a bit more. All right, let's just behave. Let's just bring the Oscars back to how it was once before. Like a couple of jokes on that, but it just felt really film centered. Like we're here for the Oscars, we're here for the best films, not just to make people look like it.
No, but I think after last year they had to. I think after last year with the I don't think they don't want no more. They don't want no smoke.
Yeah. It's funny though when Jimmy Kimmel was just making jokes about that. It's like just do what you guys done last year. Just do nothing.
Do nothing.
And he's just like saying to everyone, like, anyway, anyone tries it to me, I've just got all these actors like coming in, like, you know, bodyguards.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah. But yeah, the Everything Everywhere All at Once, they won everything basically. They done Best Actress, they done Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Director. So literally they did Best
Smashed
Picture.
it.
They cleaned up. I really need to watch The Whale, bro, because Brendan Fraser, he's winning everything.
Yeah.
What film? Sorry, what film?
The Whale.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I need to see that as well.
Like he won Best Actor again for it. Like he's winning everything for it. I've never seen. No, it's not about. He's like some obese man that is a. I can't remember what it's about. Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about whales. I don't know what. I don't know if he looks like a whale. That's why they call him the whale. I don't know the reference. I think he is. I don't know. To be honest, when I saw the poster at the cinema, I didn't know if like they had made his face like that, or you just put on bare weight for the picture.
Oh, they put like we'll put make yeah.
Okay, cool, thanks. Because I was yeah.
No, I mean, definitely want to see that. Yeah, there's a couple of films like Tar didn't. I don't think Tar won anything, did they? Tar,
which one?
One with Kate Blanchett.
No.
Like that was one of the favourites to win something. Like, at least
I think they got lots of nominations to win anything.
The Banshees of Inisherin, who I didn't take anything home.
No.
Which is quite okay, from what I'm hearing about anyway.
Obviously, Avatar won Best Visual Effect.
I had to in it, yeah. And the thing is, it was tough, you know. All the nominees, like, because obviously everyone wanted like Angela Bassett to win like Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
But she was. Get that, though. They were. Yeah, it's true, you know. Oh.
No, but I think it's more. It's just they just wanted to. Go to a black woman, but we've only ever.
Man, not every time, bro.
We've only ever.
It's not.
It's not a thing. I don't think it's a thing. Do you know you know that there's never been a black woman who's won Best Actress. There has been one, which is Halle Berry.
Yeah.
When she got rooted out by My Man. Yeah. By Billy Bob Thornton.
Why?
Make me feel good.
No, because that is the. What does anyone remember that film? What does anyone remember Monsters Ball for? Billy Bob Thornton rooting out Halle.
Nipples, yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what everyone remembered. They didn't know about her acting.
There's other things there, man.
Possibly.
Heath Ledger, you know.
But all the other actresses that have won, like black females, have all won Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
Halle's the only one that's won it.
It is weird. It is weird though. You're right, Cole. Like, I think I think I need to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once again. You know, because I watched it, but I think I was a little bit tired when I was watching it. And
it's a long film.
It's just crazy. It's like it's crazy. So I think, but I get what you're saying. It is a good film, but I'm like, I think all the films that, I mean, to be fair, I haven't watched a lot of them, like Tar, the Inisherin one, and all that stuff. But yeah, it feels like the films weren't groundbreaking enough. Do you know what I mean?
Saying, bro. Yeah.
Like,
you know, Parasite. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, this is sick!" Like the whole concept, everything was a mad concept, and it caught me off guard. Whereas Everything Everywhere, it didn't have that same impact at all.
Yeah, because I'm trying to.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because for me, like I said, for me, I looked at it and when I watched it, I was like, this is what MCU should have done with the bloody multiverse.
It's funny you say that, you know, because
That's what it was for me, bruv. Like, I was like, I didn't like MCU multiverse.
I was watching some video earlier before we came on about people want the Daniels to do an MCU film, like an Avengers film. But it's like, because they're proper artists, like and directors as well, it's like, nah, let's stay away from the thinness. Like, it might be too taking them out of their comfort zone. Not to say that they can't do it, but it's just like, you know, when someone's just perfect where they are.
Yeah.
Like if they go into it, like, yeah, I mean, they could do a Russo brothers thing and just smash it, but yeah.
But yeah, if you want to watch it again, you don't have to watch it on alternatives. It is on Prime Video, so you can watch it. It's on Prime. That was the Oscars. Before we go on to anything else that's been going on, I would just like to have this conversation about The Apprentice. I watch this every year, and every year around this time, I start cussing. And I will say The Apprentice, for me, in my eyes, is both, it's allegedly both racist and sexist.
Okay, you need to break this down because I want to
elaborate.
For Simba, bro.
So there's his brother Simba, yeah? Last man and last black person.
Definitely a brother of that name.
Yeah, definitely a brother. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Simba was amazing, but Simba was just a nice guy, smiles a lot, tries to do hard work. In this episode, Simba was not to blame at all.
He had some good ideas.
Wait, was he the leader? Was he the leader?
No, he wasn't the leader. So they had this white girl woman, she was the leader. And then like Simba tried to step up. The woman said, no, the other white lady, she's going to be the sub-team leader. But you and Simba are going to work together. So Simba goes there. The woman's spending all this time on the mark, on what it looks like. Simba's like, no, we just have to, the visual. Simba's like, no, we just have to do it. She's not listening to Simba. Simba's trying to give ideas. She's not listening to Simba. Basically, she makes a mess of everything, yeah? But it gets down to the boardroom or whatever. Simba, you know, like everyone's watching it like, Simba's not going. It's going to be the other girl. It's going to be the other girl.
Yeah,
then that witch, the witch, Karen Brady, hear her, but no one listens to him. Or is it that he just can't put his ideas across, or whatever? Or no one ever listened to him? But Lord Sugar wasn't thinking about this at all, you know. It came to it. It's with great regret you're fired. I said, what?
The camera's like,
and then obviously he's mad polite. Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. I said, what? I would be cussing some bad words, you know. Because how very dare you? Bro, when I told you, Kel, the woman was... nah, bro. Hey, I'm not even watching... I'm not even going to watch... Okay, I watched the interviews because it has some Claude and everything, but I'm not watching the final. Makes me...
Yeah, I was upset, man, because it's like... I'm like, how... Like, you know, his face was so baffed as well, isn't it? Like there was no like retake for that shot. It was just... They done it in one take, and it's like, huh?
Well, hold on. Was Simba the leader of the group?
No,
we said that. No,
I said that first.
I was saying, I was just,
you know what?
Zoned out, and I was just thinking.
And at that stage as well, when they get fired, it's like you have to think of their overall performance in the whole process, and it's like, actually, he's done really well. He's polite. Man can speak Mandarin. Do you know what I mean? Like,
bruv. They were doing this deal. He then started speaking Mandarin to
where are they now? Semis or something?
It's got to the final five.
Yeah.
And for the second year in a row, it's all women.
Even like the prison bit when they're doing the experience, I'm like, he smashed it. Like, so to say that, okay, we don't listen, it's like, well, no one listens to him because everyone's just like assholes, basically. Do you know what I mean?
But I haven't seen the outrage on the net. Obviously, I'm not on Twitter, but I haven't seen the outrage of like usually I see on Shade Bar or
Shade Bar and them. The thing about it is he's not that kind of guy. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, but I thought they would have picked it up and be like, oh. You know
Shade Bar, they're just into trash at the moment.
And to be fair, maybe Apprentice isn't as big as it was before anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's the loyals that watch it still, isn't it?
Yeah. But for me, it was proper mad because I just didn't understand. And then even when like they have The Apprentice, You're Fired, the show afterwards.
Yeah.
Like 95% of the crowd said hired. Like, you know, like it was totally the rest of the crowd. No, he should not have got fired.
And the thing is, Alan Sugar didn't even say to him, "Yeah, keep in touch." You said that to Avi, and it's like because when when he says that, it's like he probably likes you in it, but it's like, yeah, off you go, innit, mate?
Yeah, it's
don't pass go.
It's with great regret, you're fired, and that was it. But I don't. For me, I don't like the agenda. That's all it is.
No, maybe he's sort of a nice guy, and he's sort of a nice guy.
No, but I don't like that because there's been bare nice guys that have won.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
but
so...
I also just think to myself, there's an agenda. Every time Karen speaks, Karen only gets involved. We see that when the girls are arguing.
Yeah,
Karen properly gets involved. Ladies. And I'm like, that's not how women act. I'm like, what? I've never seen her get involved when the man them are acting foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe my issue is Karen Brady.
I think it is.
Probably is. Also, I noticed that none of you wanted to talk about the winner of Love Island, but it's cool.
Part of that, man.
Yeah.
So, okay, are we just putting this out now? We're par in Love Island. Totally.
No, this season.
No, guys. We want to par Love Island.
No. It's like when you watch like certain shows and like CW, like we used to talk about Flash and all that. And then it's
we wouldn't par season 4 of Flash and then start talking about season 5.
Look, as much as to be fair, as much as I don't like Love Island, I think if it's rubbish next year, we don't talk about it. Let's just talk about it when it's good, innit?
Exactly. If it's good, then we'll talk about it.
Or listen to it. Yeah. Because I know
the fact that those people won it says it all about this season. Because they're dead. Kai is dead. Like, he's got no personality. Like, so the fact that he won it shows you what.
It's so deep. I didn't even realize it was still on.
Are they not the first? Are they the first?
Yeah, they're the first non-white couple to win. And
we're not even celebrating that.
Bro.
Celebrated then.
That is mad.
Bro.
How far have we changed? You might have changed.
But I mean, I don't think the guy's into his blackness. I don't see him chatting about Jamaica or nothing like weapon or when they show his family, it was all the white side. I don't even know if you get me. So yeah, he's mixed, but I don't think he embraces that side to my knowledge, you know what I mean? And she's Trinidadian, but again, do you know what I mean? Like she looks Asian to me.
God is waiting for you, bro. No. The doors are opened.
See Kel drop on the screen, boy. Because watch, you see where we're on the escalators, yeah? You see we're on the escalators. But we're not going to be on the stairs. We're on the escalators up, yeah? When the things and Kel's going to be on his way down.
You know what it is? Out of all the couples, yeah? Like, they're the newest of all the couples.
Because they're the first couple to win also from Casa, whatever.
Thank you, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. And then, how are they winning it? And then yeah, and there's no personality. Like, there was no drama. There was no nothing with them. And then they're winning it. Like, come on, man.
I just thought that was real. I don't know. I thought it was like, oh, okay, cool. This is they're breaking records, isn't it?
No, yeah, okay, they're broken records, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Okay, as a man that never watches Love Island, it's cool, man. I don't mind.
The fact that you brought it up as well concerns me.
Exactly. I don't know why you brought it up.
So it concerns you.
Yeah, it concerns me that the fact that we haven't mentioned it for the whole season.
No, we have mentioned it. We have mentioned it. We have mentioned it.
You leave that to me or Rich to bring up. You don't watch it, so why are you bringing it up? Even to the guys that chat about Love Island.
He's just forcing an agenda.
I know.
I'm just forcing. You know what it is? Also,
no.
Last week, yeah. People phone me up. There's like, mate, why you look so miserable on the pod? Yeah. So I'm not trying to be miserable today. I'm trying to bring energy and all the rest of it.
But you bring up Love Island doesn't make you miserable or happy.
No, I'm smiling right now. I'm smiling.
Well, continue to smile.
Anyway, fucking grasses. All right. Is there anything else that we need to be looking out for that's coming out soon, or any of these type of things?
Trailers.
Sorry, boys. Sorry. Yeah. I've missed this, innit? Like, watching it on YouTube is different from like being there. Like, when I'm watching it, I'm like, I wish I was involved in this bullshit that's going on right now. Carry on.
You know, we should have this. You know, we should have like guests that's coming and listening and whatever. Do you know what I mean? And
They're saying our Google Box thing.
Well, if we had stayed on the previous platform,
man said Gogglebox.
that's what it was designed for, girl. The other
Oh,
previous
no, come
platform.
on, but no, they don't go there again.
Well,
Nate,
I'm just
come
saying
on.
the option was there.
The other's previous platform, which was absolutely pathetic.
Again, from someone looking out, you know, I tried to say it wasn't good. It wasn't. This one is a lot better.
Thank you very much. It's quite simple.
Like the graphics went down. I don't know, just this.
That's the graphics.
I don't even know.
Like a
16-bit. It was 16-bit.
It was an 8-bit. It was probably 8-bit.
Yeah. It was like we went backwards a little bit. I wasn't happy about that, but you know, what about? We'll talk about that later. Karen.
The guy's muted himself.
What trailers did you talk about?
He's biting his tongue. You know?
There's little
I'm mute because I don't want to hear you, man. Hear me chewing on the thing, bro.
Bruv, you always chew, bruv.
You never hear me chew. I press mute every week. So shut up.
Jeez, man.
I thought you were happy. I thought you were happy.
Let's talk about films and TV and trailers, please.
No.
Go on, Merv.
Yo.
Kick off. What do you see? What trailers do you see, bro?
Little Mermaid trailer.
Oh, that's old though.
Oh, there's a new one that came out on Monday. The day of the Oscars, actually. They got Hailey Berry and Melissa McCarthy to basically promote it, which was weird. But yeah, not really looking forward to this. I'm not really like. Again, it's just a CGI regurgitation of just like But the thing is, I do like her as Little Mermaid, though. To be fair, like someone was pointing out that she looks more like a mermaid than the actual Ariel cartoon did. Really weird to say, but there's something about it that just looks a bit more mermaidy.
I know Richard's definitely going to watch it.
But it's just I don't know.
Of course.
I didn't feel like I was in the water, in it. Like I was in Way of Water Avatar.
They needed James Cameron's.
Yeah.
So Nate, did you hear what's his name? Filthy Fellas.
You're talking about
Let's see where it's going with this, bro.
Not
Because you're linked to mermaids, bro.
You talked about not the one from Northwest, not Tricky, the one that's with Tricky.
Yeah. Why did his name escape me?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Ah, that's so annoying. But yeah, he goes at how black people can't be mermaids. Everyone's like, why? Because we're not aquatic. Aquatic, you know.
Yeah, we can't swim. Well, I can swim, but yeah, on the majority.
I'll be on the bottom of that seat.
Thank God he took his face off. Fuck's sake.
You see, I just put him and Nate's face there, not ours.
No, it's cool, bro. That's cool. That's cool, innit? That's the bondage they have, innit? Cool.
Look how they look at each other.
And they look at each other, they're not even the same pose.
Anyway.
Yeah, and there was a...
look at the way Nate's watching him, though.
When you're ready. Carry on.
Oh gosh. Yeah, there was the
Lippy.
It was the
Lippy. That's it.
But there was the Super Mario final trailer as well. I can't wait to see this film, man. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it looks good though. It does look good.
I feel like they're bringing the computer game genre to full life, bro. Obviously with Last of Us, now this as well. I can't wait to see it, man.
I haven't watched any of the trailers, though. I'm not going to lie. I haven't watched any of the trailers. I'm trying. No. I know I'm here already. I stay away from trailers.
All I'm saying, I haven't even seen the film. This is how Sonic the Hedgehog should have been.
Sonic was good, though, man.
No, it was. No.
Well, Sonic was good. Sonic
was fun. You know what?
It was good.
It was funny, innit? Because they made it funny, but it wasn't Sonic. It's some version of what they wanted Sonic to be, but it wasn't Sonic.
No, I think it's the best you can be. Sonic is not real, though. Like Sonic is. There's nothing about Sonic.
Super Mario, bro.
No, but at least they're Italian men or whatever, innit? Like they're plumbers. Sonic, what is Sonic? A blue hedgehog. Like there's nothing real about a blue hedgehog.
Oh, that happened to be in the real world as well. Like
no, but what I'm saying,
but that's the whole point, mate. That's what I mean. It's like
if it wasn't with that, like what could Sonic do? Just run around, collect rings. Even in the game, there is nothing going on with Sonic.
Bro, there was more storyline in the game, bro.
Bro, all he does is run around, collect rings, gets hit by spikes, loses his rings.
Bro, you never watched.
Then he gets tails and that.
You never watched Sonic X, bro, the animated series, Sonic, all the animated Sonic cartoons.
No,
Even the
I saw that.
even the ones on Dreamcast had a storyline. So like, you could easily make a storyline out of Sonic without involving humans. When I say human humans, I mean live action. But you could still put, because they had some humans in it in the cartoons and that, but
you know me, I don't really watch cartoons.
it should have just been CGI. Like none of this. I just promote them all these actors to run our films.
Nah,
Anyway.
man, I felt Sonic was as good as, well, not as good as, was in the same bracket as like Peter Rabbit was good, like that kind of thing. Like obviously he had the humans, and what's the other one? Not Peter Rabbit. What was the other rabbit one?
Roger Rabbit.
No, not Roger
You're
Rabbit.
thinking of Pikachu. I'm thinking of Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu was good as well.
Oh yeah, that was
big. That was
yeah, that was good. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Sonic was awful, bro. It's actually.
No, I think
not awful.
Overreacting,
Nah, it's not awful. It's not awful.
All right. Why did you think Sonic was good? Because that woman from Insecure, her bit was funny as hell, isn't it? Yeah, but other than that, what was good about it?
Nah,
Really?
just the whole storyline, the plot. I thought it made sense. Like
it was such an easy watch.
yeah, it was cool. It was calm. I'm not rating. Oh my gosh, the best.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
It was calm.
It was watchable, but it wasn't Sonic. It's like no.
Like it was Sonic. It was called Sonic, but I mean,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Though. You know what I mean. Don't do that.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Is there any other trailers or TV shows that are coming out, like perspective that you've seen trailers of that we need to talk about?
I think Shazam's out this Friday, isn't it?
Shazam is out this Friday.
Oh gosh.
Well, does everyone have to watch it? Or...
Yes,
Yeah,
that was in the message 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching it out of obligation, really. Like, I mean, effort to be fair.
No, you know what? I like the first Shazam film. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
You just cannot take it seriously.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like,
I went in there expecting to take it seriously, and I thought, no, it was rubbish. Then I watched it again, and I thought, you can't take it seriously. You've got to just enjoy it for what it is.
Exactly.
I've never heard of Shazam the character prior to this, so it was a new character.
Really? Never heard of him before that, huh?
Yeah, no. Animation wise, I've seen him in the animations in it.
I knew it'd be fun. I knew it'd always be funny, like the funny side of it, because he's a juvenile, isn't it? But I mean, yeah.
What is Shazam, the original Shazam on? Is it on any of? As in, is it on any of the platforms? Like, because I feel like I need to watch it again. I don't think
it's somewhere.
Probably somewhere. It must be, man.
I don't think I even remember it. Like, I watched it obviously, but I don't remember it.
You know, it was quite gruesome as well. You know, because like the villains were proper villains. Like, remember that boardroom scene?
Where, yeah. That was quite.
That was quite gruesome. Like, it was proper like raw. Like this ain't it's a 12 kind of thing.
Is it? Because you remember the other one, Kel, that I watched. I don't like watching. I never watched it ever again.
Which one? Was that?
Kick-Ass.
Oh, Kick.
You know, I've never watched it again.
Why?
You know, Kick-Ass, yeah, because me and Nate just went to watch some comedy film. Like, be a comedy. Kick-Ass, some kid that's trying to be a superhero, innit?
Oh yeah.
Bro, like, we came out like, raw.
Bro, I would have walked out.
Gruesome,
bro, I would have walked out. You know, like if I didn't pay how much I paid, I would have walked out. I hadn't mentally prepared for that. And that's why sometimes when I don't watch trailers and I just go in to watch a film, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, Kick-Ass heavy, man. I remember like they took a bit of what's his name, Big Daddy, Nicolas Cage's character. Like they started burning. It's like, did the man it's burning and the girl to do moves, you know.
Bro, I don't even think I watched Kick-Ass 2, you know.
To be fair, I wouldn't watch Kick-Ass ever again.
Serious?
No, it's not a film that you watch ever again. It was just at that moment.
I hear you, though. You watch it once and that's enough, innit?
I don't think I even watched Kick-Ass 2, bro. I don't think I watched it.
Yeah, I watched Kick-Ass 2. It's more or less the same, but I think it's more gruesome. It's definitely more gruesome. I think the first one.
I'm not on it, man. All right, let's get into some TV shows and films. This week we had season 2, episode 9 of BMF. We have it's the prequel to the last episode or whatever, man. It's one episode before the final episode, isn't it? Yeah. What do we think of this week's episode? The Flannery brothers, they've gone to Atlanta. Yeah, they've gone to Freaknik, set up a new distribution, reconnect with Ty, Washington and Goldie. But Yeah, what was your thought? What was your thoughts on this?
So was B Mickey right that Terry was trying to set him up? Was he right?
Terry trying to set him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Terry was
I
trying to
was,
set him up.
yeah, I wasn't sure about that. Is that was he?
I don't know. He just knew that Terry was speaking to the guy before.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
guy
no,
before.
yeah.
Well, he knew, he could tell that guy is there to take him out. He was there. He knew that guy was there to take him out.
I don't know. That part's not. It wasn't too clear for me. I was like, was he though? But yeah. But no, it's, BMF's kind of like again, like. I know
All right,
I keep saying this.
okay, all right.
We're jumping places and places.
So no, let's just get rid of the rotten egg quickly. Like
Lamar.
Lamar's annoying now. Like it's stupid.
Thank you. Like it's stupid.
Like it's stupid. I think I don't know why there's a superhero in BMF. I don't understand. Like he must have.
She kicked his balls like 10 times, and he's like
I know they're not working, but he shouldn't be able to just keep on going.
And he's still fresh from surgery, bro.
That scene was a bit chilling though, man. Like the way it was like you take it first, isn't it? Like no, like you just know what's gonna happen, man. It's gonna switch.
He knew what's gonna happen. I just felt for her because I didn't think I didn't want her to die. Yeah. And I thought it was quite poetic that she smashed Blackie onto him. The ashes of Blackie, I thought that was quite sweet, but yeah, and then when the daughter called afterwards, I just thought, come on, this is too much.
Yeah.
I think his cousin needs to kill him.
Yeah.
Because his cousin gets abused every single week, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Smash your TV up,
Bro, he needs to kill him. The cousin's the only one who can do it.
No, look, man's just I'm already saying RIP to the cousin, bro.
Yes. Say it of a word.
You recognize him from Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, he's been in bare things.
That guy's pizzas.
Yeah, I just didn't want him to die, bro. I didn't want him to die. I mean, but she died. And yeah, but I think we need to just allow him. Yeah, I will say the standout or one of the standout moments was Snoop Dogg when he took her for a dinner, and then he tried to put the arm, then he put the hand on the knee, and she took the hand from the knee, put it on the table, said, "No, I only want this." The waitress came with the bill. He said, "No. I want you to take that back." I thought, what's he gonna say? I want you to take that back and split it right down the middle. I said, "Whoa."
No, I thought, you know what, this guy's original bad man,
I like Snoop. I've forgotten that it's Snoop. Do you know what I mean?
I was just about to say that. About to say that.
And you know what? I thought that the other day because I think he's got a concert coming soon, isn't it? In the UK or something. So I thought, and you just forget that. But I've actually just seen Snoop and BMF, and it's like, to me, I don't affiliate you with rapping anymore.
Also, because he does them stupid adverts.
Oh, you just did.
So I thought Snoop's character was sick. Charles and Lucille, I think obviously I don't think they're going to get back together. I don't know. Like Charles he really messed up. He really messed up this one.
Yeah, according to the storyline, he leaves anyway.
Okay.
I mean, storyline. What happened in real life? He left after 19 years in the relationship. So
yeah, it's about
Is the sister still alive?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
Well,
I don't know. What do you mean? I watched on the
No, but you look invested in it. You watched the docs on it. So
I watch Vlad TV and all that kind of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the real Lamar. So I'm thinking you know everything in it.
No,
it's a reasonable question, Rich.
Exactly.
What do you mean? How's that a reasonable question? What was she doing?
You watch all the docs and stuff. So I'm thinking you know the family, innit? You just said that the dad left in real life, so you know more than me, innit?
Okay, so she's there. She's just.
If you don't know, you don't know, and it's fine.
No, she's just there, innit? She's just there. I'm not gonna know what she does now and all that kind of stuff. It's a case she's just a person that lives off her family.
Is it me or is it anyone else think that Lucille was going to use that pan?
Bro.
I was like, my TV was showing. I was like, boy, someone's going to get bludgeoned with this pan.
She should have got lit with a skillet.
And the thing is, she was looking at it as well. She's like, yeah. Just let me out. Just let me out the door.
But the thing is, right, I don't understand why she's even going back, delivering back the pan and all sorts, all that kind of stuff.
No,
But
but she
obviously-
doesn't know
she
that
doesn't
she
know.
knows.
She doesn't know that.
She doesn't
Okay,
know.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course.
She just thinks that she could just oh hi, my friend.
Matches happen to fall out conveniently.
I also
Yeah.
I feel for Ty. Yeah.
Who?
Because
Who's Ty?
the one who got shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
okay.
R.I.P. Man, that the chain. And
Like,
all
you know,
that
it
kind of
was.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
felt for him because, you know, like, he was a man that didn't care about the limelight. Man just wanted to live family life, you know, and live good family life. He was one of them brothers that he was in the game, but he wasn't in the game. He ain't been seen with the people. You know, like, he just was just about his life at home.
And was
Kids.
smiling all the time, you know.
Yeah,
always smiling.
fake chain. My daughter bought it for me. Like, you know, like that. Like, his mate, I said, nah, bro. Obviously, he goes out and meets. He doesn't want to. He gets caught in the crossfire.
Can we just state? Is it Ty's girlfriend? Is it Young Miami?
Yeah.
She's with P Diddy. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. She is
Yeah.
one of the worst.
No,
actors.
she isn't. No, she isn't.
Oh, geezer. No,
Nah, she isn't.
No, she's a horrendous.
Don't
actor.
jump on the Twitter. Don't jump on the Twitter lives. The Twitter timeline, bro.
No, I'm jumping on what I saw on my TV, and her acting was abysmal.
What do you mean? Her acting was abysmal, bro.
Look at that! Look at that! Look again.
The thing is, I can't lie to you. Yeah, Meech's acting was horrible as well in that scene. Well, I'm not convinced that he was upset. It was like, it wasn't like screw up your lip, and it's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm thinking, I ain't seen you cry for anyone in this whole thing. I'm not convinced. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it was sad when he died, but I'm like, I didn't like, yeah.
That scene when he died and him pinging a chain back to his wife was that scene there was poor. The whole thing was poor.
If Meech just stayed silent, it would have been more effective. But it was just walking like,
okay, guys, we don't watch BMF for the acting, though. Come on,
we
guys.
do.
No, we do. BMF, we do.
No,
BMF is sick.
We will criticize when necessary.
Man.
We will criticize when necessary.
To be honest with you, I don't see what Mitch is saying.
I just felt that it was unnecessary for the whole of the timeline. That's what it is. The whole timeline was ripping her.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know about that. I didn't even know that was Young Miami. I have no idea. I didn't see her poor acting, to be honest. It didn't stand out to me. So, but if I do see it,
I'm going to forward you the clip, bro.
But if I did see it or whatever, I'll point it out because BMF is a good show. Like, it's quality, man. So like, if I did see it, you know what I mean, I'll be like, nah, what are you doing? But I didn't see it, so yeah.
Yeah, I did. I thought she was. I didn't think it was bad. It didn't just detract from the program.
No, it was just it highlighted that for me. But I think this is one episode that also what's his name?
Hey, when Kel comes back here, he has to say pause, bro. Because he keeps on putting his picture on there. Yeah? It makes it look suspect, bro. So he's got to come back and say pause to the man them. Also pause to Merv, because Merv made it as well, bro.
So listen, but you know the wider picture.
I know.
Let's give some context here, innit? Let's give some context.
Hey, Kel, you say pause, bro.
About
what? Every time you go on, every time you like change your screen, bro, the picture comes up. It's myself and you on the picture. But these men
the picture's too wide. I can't get everyone in it. I was trying to.
Yeah, that's a pause. That's a pause.
We know why you don't want to get everyone in it, right? It's
cool, I can't get everyone in it.
Nah, it's cool, bro.
You don't try. You don't try.
We don't want to try.
But when you're doing that zoom, you could like move it left and right and zoom in. Like maybe you can't get everyone in there. Actually, you can. You know,
you can't. You can't. I tried. You don't try. Honestly, you can't. You can't get everyone in. But you know what? But I had that picture ages ago because obviously we haven't used Zoom for time.
I know, bro. It's cool.
So
bro.
I forgot that it's even there.
Bro, it's not watch stuff, bro. It's cool. Yeah. All right. The last scene was quite emotional. With Terry, B, Mickey, and Meech all holding guns, and like B, Mickey, and Meech saying "You're my brother still" and all the rest of it.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a Big Meech a bit emotional. I think he shouted because he's usually always calm and collective in a majority of situations where it comes to like a lead up to a shootout or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure he shouted. I can't remember anyway, but
He screamed. He screamed.
He screamed. He screamed, and I was like, "Oh, that's a bit different from him." But yeah, that scene was a bit emotional still.
Yeah, it's a bit much. Obviously, Merv, I don't know why he wants to say it. He was talking about it earlier. The reason why Meech is called Big Meech, but he doesn't talk about it on the pod, so that's cool. We will move on from that.
What do you mean?
No, you see,
No.
the pause moment. The pause
The
moment.
pause moment. The pause moment.
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm just saying, but obviously you don't want to say it on the pod.
But can we talk about that moment and why that was necessary? Why was that necessary?
Pause. Why is that necessary?
Why was that necessary for them to show that clip?
That Nate just said they wouldn't explain how he got the name Big Meech.
Yeah.
Wait, they could have easily just said, "Oh,
she could have looked down, innit? She could have looked down, innit? Like, yeah, I can see why you're Big Meech.
The only thing I did think was a little bit like she just experienced it, yeah.
That's what I was thinking, Nate.
And it was only when she looked. That's what I'm fucking like. What's the matter with you, bro?
You saw it and experienced it, and then you're saying it afterwards, like
like that. There must be. Anyway, we're not shaming. So yeah, let's keep it moving. I want Detective Bryant gone. To be honest, he's annoying me now.
But he won't. That's what I mean. They spoiled it by showing the end at the start of the first episode. It's spoiled it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now we know he gets them, kind of thing. So it's annoying.
But the thing is, I don't see the point of them doing that. Why they did that?
I know, so stupid, man.
I think the Asian woman's gonna die.
Jin.
Detective Jin. Yeah, I've got a feeling she's gonna die, and obviously him, Brian and the woman who joined that team are going to be obviously
the FBI
best
woman.
buddies. Yeah, they're going to be best buddies.
Leslie Jones one.
Yeah,
they're going to be partners eventually.
No, I don't think they're going to be partners. She's not going to work with him.
You don't think so?
Nah, I think she's just going to be. He's like local police, isn't it? She's like the big boys.
Oh yeah, because didn't they arrest Lala's?
Yeah, they arrested Boom, and that's when they showed Boom the pictures of Terry yamming at the Mrs. Crutches and
Marquisha.
Marquisha, and then that's when they're going to have to snitch on them, innit?
Boy, it's going to be problems, that's for sure.
But I also liked Goldie, Monique's character, Monique, and like how she's dealing with everything, and her sister who's battling AIDS, and obviously like she goes and looks after her every day and all that kind of stuff. It was good.
Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah.
So hopefully she'll be in season 3, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll be in season 3.
I think they stay Atlanta for a little while.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's BMF. Got one more episode that comes out this Friday, and then as of next Friday, I think it's
17th. This Sunday, yeah.
No, this Friday's the 17th.
Oh,
so the final episode. But also Power also comes out on Friday 17th. So it'll be a double episode. Like it'll be Power and BMF.
My show is returning.
All right. We had the final episode of The Last of Us of this series, episode 9. And it was a decent show. It was a decent episode.
I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I need to watch it again.
Watched it yet? Oh, you haven't watched it again?
No. I watched it, but I fell asleep, and I woke up and there was the fire starters, or what they called.
Oh, the people, yeah.
So I don't know how they got there, basically. So I missed a whole chunk.
It was. I don't think you missed that much.
Because it was like it was very slow. The first scenes were very, very slow and reminiscing and blah blah blah. I get it, but they could do. Okay, I know it's based on a computer game, but they could do so much more of this, man. Honestly, man. Like Merv, the first 2 seasons of Walking Dead was much better. Even the first season of Walking Dead was much better than this. So much better than this.
Yeah.
So the first season, bro, much better than this, bro. And like,
I you know what? I think if Walking Dead continued the way it should have done, then maybe. But I think The Last of Us just treads on Walking Dead. Treads on it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Treads.
It doesn't. The first
platform is Last of Us on. What platform is it on?
SkyAtlantic.
But Marlon, have you played the game? Did you play the game?
Nah, I've seen it. I know what it's about.
You know, Ty used to play that all the time.
Oh, that's where I know it from. But yeah.
And to be honest, the TV show stays quite true to the game.
That's what I'm saying. So I know
Proper.
it's true to the game. That's why I can't really moan. But for me, there's only one episode that I really liked, and that was it.
But one.
The one when the blind, the deaf black kid and a brother.
Oh yeah, Sam and Henry.
Yeah, I really liked that episode. That was the only episode I really liked, and probably the first episode. The first episode and that episode are the two ones I really liked. Everything in between was just a bit.
I like the giraffe in this episode.
And that was real draft, by the way.
Yeah, I like the giraffe in this episode.
Giraffe or giraffe?
Oh, you really did fall asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
You really did fall asleep.
Yeah. What happened?
No, it's just a giraffe there. Like they've gone to this bit and it's like a bit naturey, and there's like a giraffe, and then they're feeding the giraffe and all this kind of stuff. And I can imagine what it must look like in the computer game. Like it must look sick in the computer.
Yeah, it probably look like more or less the same.
Yeah, it must look. That's what I'm thinking. In my head, I was like, that must look sick in the computer game. Like this episode was like you've almost got to the end of a computer game, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I saw this episode.
But there was no cliffhanger. There was nothing like, oh God, I can't wait to watch.
No, it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be.
No, but sometimes it does need to be.
No,
like,
I don't know,
man. Not it is. It ended beautifully, bro.
You know, bread in this show, bro. You know,
because it was the show was sublime, bro.
From start to end, bro. Sublime, bro. Sublime.
Yes.
I bet sublime in a dictionary. You know what that means, bro? Sublime.
Bro, I'll use more words, bro. It's just a stunning show, bro.
Oh, come off it, bro. Come
on.
No.
And the thing is, I've not even played all the game, and I'm like, I thought I'd be a bit disconnected with it. I'm like, oh, it's not fair. Like, you know, the true fans get to like really appreciate. But I'm like, as someone that hasn't played the game, I'm like, this is how. Like, even without the infected, because I thought, you're kind of watching it because you think, so it's another like post-apocalyptic kind of thing, and have bare zombie-like people. But the zombies or the infected didn't even really matter in the series. They weren't the main thing here at all, innit? It's just like the journey, basically like some road trip with Joe and Ellie, innit? It's like just building character with each other. Right.
I would have liked to see more zombies.
But you know what, as well, I think they've done a really smart move, because I think that last scene with the obviously Joel just goes on like rampage, innit? I think you go through a tunnel and all the infected are there anyway. Do you know what I mean? But apparently, because the infected are so militant, they're just like, basically people should really die from them, innit, easily. But it would have I don't think it would have fit the story for TV purposes. So and probably the budget as well, to be fair. So it's like, let's just cut them out, innit? Because,
Right, excuse my ignorance, Obviously, I don't watch zombie stuff because I don't like it, Are zombies normally this easy to kill?
No, these ones are not. These ones are the Walking Dead ones are easy to kill because they're slow. But these ones are fast and agile.
So, no, they're fast and agile.
And they got protective layers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
still headshots, though, innit? Still headshots.
Headshot takes a zombie out. I didn't think a zombie could die.
Yeah, headshots, always headshots.
I thought zombies just kind of, I don't know, respawned all the time.
No, it's just break. Like, once you get their brain, that's it.
Which kind of defeats the purpose of a zombie. I thought zombies were The Walking Dead, innit? Like, I just thought they were like, I don't know. I just expected like,
these are different.
I know, but in my head, that's how I always thought zombies are, innit? Like, you kill them and they get back up.
Bruv, depending on what film or game you play, bruv.
That in certain games, that's not used to happen, innit? Like, you just like you temporarily like knock them down or whatever, and they come back.
But zombies are not usually this quick and fast and strong. Yeah. And because it's the fun guy. The fun guy controlling them.
28 days later, they were fast.
Yeah,
true, they were. But they were scary fast.
Even
World War Z, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They were Usain Bolts, bro.
Yeah. To be fair though, 28 days later, they're not really zombies.
What are they?
They're infected by like a monkey virus, and they don't die and then become a zombie. They literally change within seconds of the fluid hitting them. Like, remember that dad when it hits him in his eye?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Things have
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah,
So
they're
I-
infected.
So I guess these lot are also
They're dead.
infected.
They're
They're
walking
not
dead like
zombies.
dead.
Yeah. The Last of Us are not zombies. They're just
Yeah,
infected.
they're not infected. They're infected. You're right. They're infected. They're not zombies. All right, cool. All right, I'll give you like that.
So just going back to episode 9, because you guys are just talking about everything, but it's just like obviously we find out how she's immune to the actual virus itself,
Yeah.
and that was the question I was kind of trying to pull out of Murph for a couple of weeks ago.
Pause.
Like,
Pause.
Wait,
And that weren't part of the game, you know.
Sorry,
That weren't part of the game either. That
that
scene.
wasn't. That wasn't. Oh, okay.
And not only that woman, Ashley Johnson, that played Ellie's mum, does Ellie's voice in the game.
Oh,
so
serious?
she's actual voice of Ellie.
But
she's also the woman in Avengers. She's like, Captain America saved my life. The waitress.
She's also in other things.
Oh,
She's
is
in what programs I used to watch? There was a program I used to watch that she's in.
But the thing is, she probably looks like Ellie's mum as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, they probably look like her. Smashed it.
She's in Blind Spot.
Yeah, I
Blind
remember that. Yeah, that was big. That was big.
No, do you don't remember Blind Spot? That's what I'm saying.
Rude,
Now the thing is, Merv's rudeness, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Merv, there's so many programs that you haven't watched. Yeah, Blind Spot is the one I told you about.
Oh yeah, the one with Lady Sif in it. The
No.
one that wasn't 4.
Yeah, the one that wakes up in the middle of the street and she's naked with one of the tattoos on her.
Yeah.
That's Blind Spot. It's good. It was a good TV series.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, yeah, she was also in Blind Spot. I know you're trying to mug me off, but carry on.
Oh, I'm not. Like, I'm all like, yeah, but I'm like, what is it? But now
Okay.
I remember.
So Joe's decision. He's a bastard, isn't he?
Why?
No, he is, man. He is.
Potentially, you can save the world.
No, but no. Why? You
But
didn't know
it's
that.
not a guarantee.
There's no guarantee, and you had to kill her to do so.
No, but it's not a guarantee. But to save the world,
And
potentially
he lost
save
Sarah,
the
bro.
world,
And he lost it. Yeah, but there was no guarantee, bro.
And you had to kill her.
bro. Look,
So when I was asking you the other day about that conversation about when with the I can't even talk about it. Kel's still here, so I forget it. Kelly watched it yet, never mind.
What's that?
You remember the film that I kept on telling everyone to watch? And
Of course I watched it. But I put it up.
Oh, it was you that watched it. It was Merv that you watched it. I don't know what if you didn't watch it.
But I
anyway,
take my headphones off.
Anyway,
let's
but what I'm saying, when we had that dilemma, we weren't trying to kill people, but now you're saying that Joe should have just killed her.
No. Joe's a selfish bastard.
I don't think he's a selfish bastard.
No.
But the way he works people, bro, he's got no heart, bro.
No,
He saved her life.
No, he saved her life for his selfishness of not being alone.
No, man,
Right?
he saved her life.
Potentially.
No, he cares about her. He cares about
cares
her.
about
No,
her.
I respect that. However, she could be the key to resolving all of this. And he chose.
She could be.
So it makes it an interesting story. If he just done it, then there'll be no Last of Us season 2. Basically.
No, correct. But end of the day, you should have taken her life. The potential she could have resolved all of this.
Man.
Everybody would have gone back to normal, and that's it, done.
You know that it wouldn't. Look, the same way that what happens with Henry as well, not Henry, Sam, like where she tried to cure him with putting a blood in his egg.
Yeah.
Man, still infected, isn't it? Right. So I don't necessarily think it kind of sounds like she's a unique case, isn't it? And there's no guarantee that she would be the antidote for this virus, I reckon.
I don't think so.
I potentially think so. She's Ellie. She's the magical one.
Nah, man.
But you know what? I didn't see coming though that Marlene, the way the Joe just took out Marlene. You know, I was shocked.
I knew.
He had to. She weren't gonna let him go.
The black woman, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way they did that little flashback.
Yeah. What happened, isn't it? Like, did I say it to you, Nate? Do you recognize her from Truth Be Told? Yeah. Marlene? Yeah.
And it was interesting because she was there, obviously, at what do you call it? She was there at her birth.
Yeah. She was at the beginning, isn't it? So it's
not the birth, but yeah.
Well, just after the birth.
Yeah.
She remember she
not just after the birth.
She was there just after the birth.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, she came after.
Just after.
You fell asleep. You fell asleep.
You really did fall asleep.
No. It wasn't just after she gave birth. The mom was there for a while.
She's
Oh yeah,
to be
maybe
fair,
like
maybe
like an hour or
so.
two, innit?
Hour or
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Oh, give
Bruv,
her, just,
At the end,
clutching
she even
herself. You're
says,
clutching,
"I was
bruv.
just there
That's a
after the
clutcher.
birth." She even says it. I was there just after she was born.
She doesn't know. She's just guessing.
Bruv,
They didn't,
you're-
talk, they didn't have time to discuss. Oh no, I gave birth 2 hours ago.
And
She
you see how
doesn't
she
know.
lied. She's like, oh yeah, no. I got a bit afterwards. I got a bit after she
Yeah,
I gave
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All lies, you know. Imagine a baby.
But they're gonna have obviously they're gonna go into season 2 and potentially have a season 2, and it may be that they've just adapted the second game, or they may veer off from it.
Is the second game out
Already
already,
out?
right?
Yeah. The second game out
yeah.
came out 2020.
Okay.
But there's been a few complaints about it though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a controversial.
What, the second game?
Yeah.
It's not like the first one.
But I heard they might split it over 2 seasons, the second game, and they might make some major changes. Yeah, for the show.
Just like how Game of Thrones went off the books after a while.
Yeah,
That's the whole thing.
Yeah. All right.
I liked it. It's delicious.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't think they've announced whether they're going to have a season 2 yet. I guess they're going to wait till the ratings and all the rest of it. But
They're they're having season 2.
Facts. There has to be season 2.
Yeah.
If it's not season 2, that I'm gonna diss this show. I'm just gonna.
No, you wouldn't have. You really like the show. You can't
No.
diss the show after you rate
I've liked it on the pod. I will tweet. That my powers of tweeting works. Especially
who's he think he is? Gary Lineker?
No,
What do you think he is?
especially from the Fully Geeked pod account.
Do not dare you. Fucking use our Twitter account, bro. I'll ban you. All right. I can't remember. Do we do Your Honor on this?
Yeah.
We do Your Honor. We don't do Mayor of Kingstown.
Yeah.
I'm up to date though.
Mayor of Kingstown, yeah.
I'm up to date, yeah.
Okay. Out of respect for what you said last time, I won't do it. We'll wait until the season finale next week.
No, but Rich is still on episode 5 of the first season, so
Rich ain't watching it no more.
Don't worry about me, bro.
You know, Rich.
No. Wait, hold on. Don't kiss your teeth like
I'll
that,
kiss my teeth, bro. From here to next Thursday, I'll kiss
But listen, look how I caught up with friggin' Last of Us. I just bombed it out. It got me, gripped me, and it was good.
Pause.
Why am I pausing? Why are you pausing?
Because you
Use the word gripped you.
You guys, you used to pause unnecessarily.
I use pause a lot. I can't lie.
Proper unnecessarily.
You said I bombed it out, and then it's like gripped me. I said, "Whoa."
But Nate said one time, like he took his son to football. The ground was hard. Pause. I was like, why do you need to pause?
Look, bro, I can't say anything that can be misconstrued, bro. Misconstrued.
I was gonna misconstrue the ground. Come on, bro.
Oh gosh.
That killed me, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I don't want to hear a man say hard, soft, or any of those things. You get me? All right.
Pause.
What were our thoughts on Your Honor season 2, episode 8? So this is Kel. You're now.
I know, but I forgot what happened. So just start talking about it now. I'll chip in when I can remember, yeah.
All right. So this one, we had we're all over the place, but we saw what's my man's name? Little Mo? No, Little Mo. What's the little one's the brother? The one Eugene.
Yes, Eugene. Yeah, that's all I'll get Ed from. Yeah.
So Eugene is in the prison hospital now. He's in prison now, isn't it?
In prison now.
He's in prison. Yeah. And they're trying to get him a good deal. They're talking about 25 to life. Maybe you're gonna die in prison. He can come out if he snitches on Big Mo. He doesn't want to snitch. Those type of things. You have the lawyer who is going to say, all right, look, I'm just going to fuck up people's cases if you don't give them a good deal. I know stuff about the judge.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you have, they open the club. Big Mo opens her club.
Yeah.
She has her club night. And then obviously what's her girlfriend's called?
I don't know.
The one who sings in the club.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what she's
called. Yeah, I don't know.
And then Big Mo gets the other guys to do security at the club and the old bar thing that they have, and they end up robbing the bar basically.
Oh yeah,
and stealing all their stuff, and including they stole the engagement ring as well, innit? or the ring that she bought.
Yeah. I think Janelle, her name was, isn't it?
Yeah, Janelle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Janelle.
They stole Janelle's ring, so obviously she's mad as hell.
Mm. Yeah.
And then the Baxter woman, the miserable one, she basically has told the husband that she won't ever love him ever again in life.
Mm. Yeah, and they came to the club, innit? Like,
yeah, came to the club with some expensive bottle of brandy or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was gonna be poison at one point.
No.
I respect Big Mo, she just drank it. Rags. Smelt it and drank it, no problem. Even poured some for the dead homies. So yeah.
What for the nephew? I saw the nephew's doing something now or linked up with.
What?
The nephew, he linked up with the guy who robbed her.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But the reason why I don't like that is because I don't want Big Mo to be like. I don't think Big Mo is the ultimate enemy in this, innit? Like, and she's gonna have the Baxters after her. She's got her own camp after her. I was like, I don't think she's doing that bad. Do you get me? I'd prefer everyone to be switched on the Baxters.
You reckon she'll die?
Nah.
I don't know. There's 2 episodes left.
And that's it, innit? That's it for the whole thing.
For the whole thing.
Oh, there's not gonna be season 3?
No.
Yeah, it needs to end though. It does need to end. It does.
I think it definitely changed because obviously the first one was he was a judge in it, and that was the whole point of the kind of thing, like the sense of morality.
Really deviated from the first one, man.
Yeah, now he's no longer a judge. It's like, okay, well, what are we doing here now?
Basically just Walter White, isn't it? Really.
Basically.
The same roles and everything.
Yeah.
But with a beard.
Yeah.
Like and mad facial hair. That's it. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously episode 9 comes out Friday on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, obviously we'll just continue watching it on until it finishes, and then we can kind of discuss it on the whole.
I think we should skip next week when the last one comes out.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, we'll just talk about it on the episode there. So 2 episodes go. We had the Luther film. All right. So Netflix released the film Luther, the Fallen Son. Thoughts, comments? I know you're not gonna slew it.
I hated it. Like I hated it from start 0 to end whatever minute it finished, bro. The acting was atrocious. Even the extras the extras were awful. Like the plot was awful. The villain was awful. But like it was the worst film I've seen in a long time. I hated every second of it. Like when you compare it to like Mayor of Kingstown Prison, like when I watch Mayor of Kingstown, I feel like I'm in the prison and I'm shook. Like, damn, I could never ever go prison. Like, there's no way. Because the way they do it is
probably makes you feel like that, innit? Probably makes you feel like that. I don't ever want to go to prison, bro. Ever.
Bro, this one was some jolting. Absolute jolting. The acting was awful. Nah. Just that was some.
I feel embarrassed. I feel like I'd turn off my screen.
The thing is, I'm so happy I've never watched an episode of Luther ever.
No. That's what I mean. The series are much better than this. Much better.
No, like I thought, I watched this, then I go back to Luther episodes and watch. After watching this, I said to myself, I am not doing this to myself. I'm not wasting those hours watching Idris Elba. Big up Idris Elba anyway. You're a big man, innit? Big man, big you up.
Of course.
But however, this is atrocious. This is really some really poor stuff. Obviously, I know Nate's gonna come to your backing, of course, even though he's chewing his nuts. Pause.
Oh God.
Go on, Nate. Back your boy up. Back him up.
I thought it was good. It was all right.
Nah.
And I feel like I've probably got the most freshest outlook on this as I just finished watching it before the pod.
Well, Get out, yeah. But go on.
I thought it was good. For me, I like that. I like seeing Andy Serkis in something.
Yeah, that was.
I
did
like seeing
Andy
him.
Serkis. Yeah.
I thought he was good, and I liked him. That fact that he's not in prosthetics.
You would have seen him in Andor.
Oh, he's in
But
Andor.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean is,
Yeah.
in Andor, is he by himself? Like, is he actually himself, or is he like something else? You know,
Something
like
else.
No, but that's what I meant.
He's,
No, but that's
he's
what
acting,
I mean.
He's acting Paris is
No, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, the fact that he was Andy Serkis and not Gollum or any of those other
or
things.
Caesar.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I think he was actually Andy Serkis. I enjoyed it. I even enjoyed the whole little thing with Odette. I think there were parts where I was like, oh, people are switching a little bit too easily. But I enjoyed it. I actually felt like, so I always thought that when you watch Luther, sometimes I wouldn't want to be around these people. Like these people, the way that people are getting kidnapped and people are jumping off buildings and all this, like, and then even the way my man, when he goes, what was it that you couldn't talk about that was so, he goes, it wasn't even that bad. And he injects himself with the poison. Yeah. I thought, okay, for me, like I said, I don't mind Luther. I'm not saying it's the best Luther ever, but I feel like the worst acting, all of that, it's not that. It's Luther.
No, cap, bro. That's
Word.
cap, bro.
Do you know what?
No, it's not cap. It's not cap.
It is cap,
Luther.
bro.
You've never watched Luther before.
No, I don't need to watch.
You've never watched Luther before.
I've watched the film.
You got no right to speak. You have
nothing to say.
No, sorry. If it's on Netflix, I have a right to speak.
No, but what are you comparing it to?
Yeah, well, you got nothing to compare.
What is your comparison?
I've watched both.
No, but what I'm saying, are you comparing it to Luther, the TV show?
I'm comparing it to everything in the whole world. It's
compare Luther.
Thank you. That's it. Silence.
Compare Luther to Luther.
Is that compared to Luther's? It's shit compared to Luther.
Because my girl wasn't in it.
No, just the whole like Luther. The storylines were sick. Like the plots, the acting, you fell in love with the whole character. Pause. Do you know what I mean? Like there was so much. You was engaged. Like,
bruv, all if you watch this film, bruv, you all engaged in it, bruv.
What you?
No, we all watched it.
I was. You know what happened? I don't want to say it because, but basically it was on the background. It was all in the background.
So that's what I'm saying. You weren't giving it your full attention
because of how shit it was. That's why.
He was doing other things, girl.
But the thing is, I gave it my attention and I found it shit.
So Murphy, give your
you know what,
man.
I enjoyed it. It was watchable. Like
it's like Sonic.
It didn't drag for me. But you know what it felt like? It felt like it was an Elseworld kind of story. Like I feel like if they were to just never speak about this particular storyline in the whole Lutherverse, whatever, it wouldn't matter, innit? Because it just felt like an episode, like a standalone episode of Luther that wasn't connected to anything. Do you know what I mean? So
it was Luther by name, not Luther by anything else.
Yeah.
Because even the fact that, like, in the end of last Luther, he wasn't going to prison.
Exactly,
all of a sudden he's in prison. All of a sudden he busts out of prison. Yeah, you can say it's a bit random. And how did this happen?
It did feel random. Man.
You can say much more than that, bro.
Well, like
but we're talking about in the Lutherverse.
And they probably made him some sort of superhero, isn't it? Like some Lamar superhero, because the guy's got the same arms, same arms, same car, bro. Like it just felt like a proper cartoon character.
The prison scene where he's walking and they throw a snooker ball and just misses him, and he's like, I'm like, oh my god! And when the guy's cussing, he goes, "Fuck you!" I'm like, oh my.
What I didn't like though was the CGI. It's like the visual effects. I was like, you know what, guys? I can make fire without actually having real fire, and it's like you could barely see the fire was the CGI all over the place. And I'm like.
But the thing is, the thing is, you guys are still trying to pick up this film. That's the sad thing.
No, I'm not trying to pick up.
We're saying the way you talk about it, Rich. You talk about it like it's the worst thing you've seen ever.
Yeah, and to be fair, you should pipe down a little bit because you ain't really seen the rest.
I don't need to because it's a standalone film. I'm watching the film.
It's not. It's part of the whole Luther story.
It's a standalone film. I'm watching
part of
the
whole
film.
Luther story, bro.
Well, this one is rubbish.
You don't even know who.
Yeah, how can you say it's part of the whole if you ain't watched it, bro? Like,
Listen,
it's all right. Look, it's
End of the
okay
day,
if you ain't watched it.
I'm watching it as a standalone. It's come out standalone. Is it what happened? What happened to the one previously? Did it
To be honest,
continue?
if
it didn't
if
continue,
you watch Luther, you can still watch a film. You won't be lost.
it didn't continue from anything, did it? So
That's
you
what
can
I'm
still watch
saying.
it.
You can still watch it. It
So
doesn't
what's the
matter.
problem?
Well, you need to know who decent
No,
Luther
get out of
was.
here, man. No.
Why? Why? I'm gonna mute you back in a minute. Hold on one second. Where's the mute button?
Mute me for what? For what?
What's the matter? You know what the guy's got nothing good to say. Just relax,
No,
bro.
because if it was good,
Relax,
it was
brother.
good.
Look,
If it was rubbish, it was rubbish.
Look, Nate's already got feedback about us talking over each other, innit? So let's not do that, innit?
No, that's a bit too late for that, mate.
Anyway, like I said, Luther was out. I don't think it's the worst thing you've ever seen. But like I said,
No one said it was the worst thing I've ever seen.
He did. Kel did.
I did.
Oh,
You know what? Because I love Luther so much. Like the series where it's like, you know what I mean? I like the series so much that I was so disappointed by the film. So disappointed.
So what ratings would you guys give it out of 10?
I have to go there.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Well, I have to go there. When the last time we done rated was like 2 years ago, bro.
But it kind of gauges where the film's at, though, isn't it?
6.5.
Nah, no way. That's straight two for me. Man.
Nah, it's not a 2, bro.
For me, it's a 2, bro.
I'll give it a nice 5. Give it a nice 5.
I feel, and like I said, and I'll be honest with you, like,
can I give my score?
Not really.
Yeah, we don't really care, really.
Minus.
No one really cares.
Not really. No one cares.
Don't give him that satisfaction, man.
But it does say Netflix fans divided over Luther, The Fallen Son. Some warn to avoid it at all costs. Others are saying that's all right. So it is one of those things. It's like Marmite right now.
How many times did you put those comments on?
No, that's from the Manchester Evening News. I don't fucking live in Manchester. All right. And also at the end, was Luther gearing up for him to be some form of James Bond at the end there?
Basically, yeah.
Comical, isn't it? It's comical, though, isn't it? Really?
Man's going to join Elliot, mate.
With
Elliot in Gangs of London, isn't it?
Did I tell you that I saw him the other day?
No.
At Arsenal.
Not me.
I was walking after, I think it must have been the Arsenal Bournemouth game. And he was standing on the wall, yeah? Screaming at the top of his lungs because they won, yeah? The 3-2. Screaming at the top of his lungs. You know, like you're looking at somebody going, I know that brother. And it weren't like till I got further. I said, hey, that's the brother from Gangs of London. But you know me, Kel, I'm not going to go take pictures with him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask him. I'm not even going to I'm not even going to nod at him. I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, but I was like, that's the guy. And I just kept on walking. But he's a proper gooner. All right, well, it's a bit. But I thought we were talking about The Fallen Son before. For longer, I even said, like, in my head, I was like, Luther's going to be the picture that goes with the episode.
Nah. But I beg, no.
He is. It's too late.
I think he is still.
Yeah, he is.
Let's get traction. All right.
See, but the thing is, you guys. Anyway, it's good though. Anyway, let's make sure you add one of the clips regarding the review.
Yeah, you do. You can do that, innit?
No, that's your responsibility. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I won't do it.
So, very quickly, we had You season 4 part 2 that came out. I know it's myself and Merv that watch it. Merv, what were your thoughts on this? There was a bit of a twist.
Yeah. I like.
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I think that saved it.
Yeah, it went from that. What was that program we watched? Sorry, the foxes are out there doing their thing, but they're making bear noise.
I've seen memes though. The fox howling. The two foxes.
No, I haven't seen it. Well, they're probably out here making the most. That thing with Janelle Monáe that we watched that Kel don't like.
Nice onion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it went from being
glass
like
onion,
glass
glass
onion. It went from being a glass onion to going back to You.
Yeah.
And then it made a whole lot more sense. After that second episode, once they kind of made the reveal, it made a whole lot more sense because there was no way that somebody else was just doing it.
And then a Fight Club is mixed in between as well.
Then it became a bit Fight Clubbish.
Yeah. With
this imaginary person that only he can see.
Yeah. No, I liked it's one of the ones like obviously Joe's just he's a bad man. you know what I mean? He's just bad. He's a serial killer, but to him, it's just like he's almost like a justifiable serial killer. He just makes excuses or
he
whatever,
justifies it in his head. He justifies it in his head.
Yeah, and I think he's deluded himself that he's really like in love with these people, isn't it?
Yeah, he
like,
doesn't.
So
he loves no one. He loves no one, and I just think like some people didn't need to die. That's what it was for me. I just like, raw. Why did you kill this person?
They were just in the way, innit?
Yeah.
But then what he done to my girl at the end.
Oh, when he made her go to prison.
That was the problem. Like, you know, the thing is, obviously, I'm not like glorifying violence or any kind of anything like that. But it's sometimes like, okay, if you're gonna watch a program about a bad person, which is obviously the protagonist of the show, you want them to win, innit? So it's like, she was just annoying anyway. She's just an annoying character, and I thought, I don't want you to be the one that takes down Joe, innit? Like, it's so annoying stuff. And bro, that when it's like, no, we can make this work. I'm thinking, how's he gonna make it work? Is he gonna split money? Is he gonna get her some move up within the education and stuff like that? But he didn't give her anything, bro, apart from prison.
Gave her nothing but prison and said, it's all right because she ain't talking.
Yeah.
She's playing her part.
Yeah. And it was so funny, the boyfriend, didn't it? Or the guy that likes her. The way that shot, I thought, is he even gonna die right now? Like, you're just gonna run over a truck or something, or what? You just see him on the floor, innit? Like,
I didn't expect it to be dead already.
Yeah.
Like, like I said, I think this part 2 definitely saved this season because I thought he was becoming a bit soft.
Yeah.
And it was nice to see Love come back, even for her little cameo.
Oh yeah, and Beck.
Yeah, well, I actually almost thought that all of this was all a figment of his. What I think would have been a sicker ending is if all of this was a figment of his imagination.
So can there be another season?
No. Well, they could. No,
they could do.
They could do, but it'd be pointless. Like,
it's just the same thing over and over. Really.
For me, it would have been nice if all of this was a figment of his imagination, and he was actually in a straitjacket in a room with padded walls.
I kind of feel like they wasted her dad though, and Kate's dad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They killed him for no reason. I just thought, what was the point of him there?
Yeah, it's like even like he just knew who Joe was straight away.
Yeah,
like all coming all bad man. Like, yeah, okay, Joe. And it's like, how do you know? Like, I would have thought there'd be a lot more deeper connection as to why he knows. Like, obviously, he's rich, so he just probably knows. He's got eyes everywhere, sort of thing, innit? Sort of thing. But I wish they fleshed that out a little.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I think we went on that journey with you, so like it was decent.
We did there. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's good.
That was good, man.
It's done now as well, so yeah, man. All right, well that's you done. Is there anything else you've been watching before we wrap it up?
Same old, really.
Yeah, same old Wu-Tang and stuff.
I missed the last pod, guys. Have you spoken about what's it called, Mandalorian yet?
Oh well, you know, I've spoken about Mandalorian.
He got Burb. You got someone.
I've spoken. Yeah.
I'm a little confused because I don't understand how Grogu's like back in the first episode. And
did you watch Boba Fett?
Yeah, but have I forgotten something? Is it? I might have to go back and watch that.
Watch Boba Fett. Well, watch at least.
I did watch Boba Fett.
Watch it from Return of the Mandalorian. That's what we need to watch. So the episode where it says Return of the Mandalorian, watch it from there. I think it's like 3 episodes.
All right, because I just, to me, it kind of took away from the whole massive Luke Skywalker coming, taking Grogu, and it just started back with them again. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I've got a few things to say. One, apologies, guys. I'm a little bit the medication. I'm a little tired today, so I know I'm kind of quiet. You know me, I'm usually loudmouth Marley, but next week, you know, and also I haven't watched anything. I don't know about the Gary Lineker thing. Anyway, Kel.
Yeah, man.
1899.
But I should have told you not to watch it, bro.
Because you told me to watch it.
I know. So they've cancelled it, bro.
So, bro, I didn't enjoy it. To be fair.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't really enjoy it. When I told you about it, I was like 2 or 3 episodes in.
Yeah. Now I watched all of it.
It wasn't the best. That's probably why they cancelled it, to be honest.
Tried a dark thing, but it's so similar to it.
Yeah, it's similar. It's very similar.
Have any of you watched anything on Netflix called brand new? What's it called? Brand new cherry flavor. I think if anyone's watched it,
nah,
if you want to enjoy it, you would. It's bit of a weird program.
What's it about?
So this woman makes a movie, and then this director sees how amazing it is, and he wants to take her on, and she demands to be the director of it. Anyway, he kind of scams her. He becomes the director. She finds like a witch, puts a spell on him, and then it just goes on from there. But it's
Okay.
it's enjoyable.
On Netflix, yeah.
Yeah. There's this one weird scene where she does something, and all of a sudden she has a vagina on the side of her.
Huh?
Weird. It's weird. She starts playing with it.
Is it German or something like that?
It's English, US thing. But yeah,
That's it. Man, reach for the Germans.
No. No, because like 89 and Dark is German in it. So I was just wondering if it's a German team.
yeah, it's a couple of enjoyable shows. Cabinet of Curiosities.
I'll see that. Cabinet of Curiosity.
I've watched that. Yeah, it's my watch list. I've watched it.
Yeah.
Is it good? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right up your alley. Pause.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Okay. Cool. I haven't watched any of them things, but I've got a couple of days of strike this week, so I shall be trying to see what else is out there.
Yeah, thank God for the strikes, man. I mean, obviously it's a pain, but yeah.
Just rather strikes. When you got a broken arm, strikes ain't good. Well, unless you're talking about trains, but
Yeah, they're all on strike tomorrow.
because everyone, bro, they told me 5 hours for an ambulance when this thing happened. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad.
All right, guys, that's episode 181.
Got that last bit out. But yeah, episode.
Fully Geek Pod. People, love, light, and blessings. Rate, comment, subscribe. We out.
We out.
Peace.